I'm gonna make honey glazed balsamic roast duck. And then we're gonna have a special side dish and dessert to go along with it. All right, we're gonna do something a little different today. We're at 99 Ranch Asian Market. Let's go find some duck inside. This is comparable to Zion. Look at all the fresh produce. Oh, they've got a ton of seafood here. Buffalo, nice. Score, here we have Peking ducks, frozen. Here we go, whole duck, frozen right there. That's what I'm looking for. They have a lot of different selection of meats here, different cuts that you won't find anywhere else. They have a ton of live fish here. Lobsters, crabs, massive catfish. Okay, I found some Chianti right here. It's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna check out and get out of here. Kind of foggy out here. This is a 4.5 pound whole duck. This is a free range duck raised on a farm and access to pastures and bugs and sunlight just like we like here on the boat. So we're going to get it open and we're going to get this rinsed off, and I'm going to set it up here for you to see how I score it, and we get it glazed and get it in the oven. After I've washed the duck, checked the insides, everything, now we have to score it on top. And then I'm going to score it back the other way so it makes a diamond shape. Next, I want to salt the inside of the cavity where I'm going to place onions and lemons and garlic. You can smell the flavor of the onions and lemon and garlic just right off the cutting board right there. That's going to add great flavor to this duck. Okay, I think we got it stuffed pretty good right there. Pull the legs together. We're going to tie it up by putting the flap inside like that. Pull the legs together and just tie them up like that. Perfect. I'm going to wrap it a couple times. I'm going to wrap the neck on the back side of this and get more twine and tie up the wings. Don't have to tie it too tight, but I don't want the wings to fall out in the pan and get crispy too soon. While this is ready, we're going to make the glaze, and then we're going to get it glazed and get it in the air fryer. I'm using a 1/4 cup of Texas raw honey, unfiltered, 100% pure. Now we're going to put a 1/2 cup of balsamic vinegar. And lastly, we're going to squeeze the rest of that lemon in there. See how easy that is. All right, let's mix that up. Now we're going to glaze it. Oh, I can smell the goodness in that right there. The idea here is to get the glaze on so my spices will stick. All right, and we're going to, this will render fat into the bottom part of the pan. We're going to do a 2-part where we're going to catch the duck fat in the bottom, and then we're going to baste it with the fat. You could do this for the holidays. You could do it for Thanksgiving or Christmas, or just for the hell of it. Pirate Rodney's Red Dragon. I think this is the spicy one. If you don't have Pirate Rodney's seasonings, you can make your own. Just try some smoked paprika, salt, pepper, garlic and onion. Put it on the way you like it. Star of the show, though, is that balsamic honey glaze. Let's get the oven set to 350, preheated. And let's get the duck on its tray. And that's how we're going to put it into the air fryer. I'm going to take a break. come back and show you the next step. All right, I'm back, and we're going to get the bird out. We're going to get more of that balsamic vinegar on there and some seasonings and turn it over. And let's just check it out. It's been in about an hour and 45 minutes. All right, look at that. Look at the golden brown. Can you see that right there? I wish you could smell this. I love that smell. Let's check the temperature. Got an internal temperature of about 146, 47. The duck should be cooked to about 165. So we're going to go ahead and baste it one more time, and then we're going to get it back in there. I like to get this glaze all over it because I think the vinegar, honey, helps crisp the skin. All right, you can see the back here. Get that glaze on there. That smells delicious. Get some seasonings on there. I'm going to go ahead and place this back in the oven. Let the back side, the skin, crisp up a little bit more. This will be ready in about another hour. I'll turn it one more time. Ooh, that smells good. I told you we have a special side dish for you today. We're going to pair with this duck. I have some octopus, some escargot, and these vegetables I've prepared right here. And we're going to get these fixed up in the wok, and I'll show you how it's done. First, I'm going to heat up the wok and get my real butter. Get that in there. I've already prepared the vegetables here in advance. So we're going to heat up that butter. And we're going to start with our garlic. We're going to roast the garlic. I've got a few red onion, purple onions here. Give it a toss in the butter. The onions and the garlic brown really quick. Just like that. I'm going to let these reduce down and cook for a little while before we add the octopus and escargot. We're going to steam those Brussels sprouts. We're going to pour in a little light beer, just like that. Put the lid on it. And we're going to steam those, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Let's check those babies out. Now that we got the Brussels sprouts steamed for about 5 minutes, we can add the rest of the ingredients. 3 tablespoons of parsley, another tablespoon of butter. I have some quartered grape tomatoes here. Throw those in the pot. The honey balsamic brine, and we're going to put it in the wok. Okay, the star of the show is the octopus and escargot. I've got this already marinating for a little while. I'm using avocado mayonnaise, some Biscayne Dijon mustard, and this seasoning right here. And we're going to get that in the wok with those veggies. All right, to give it a distinct flavor. Lastly, I've picked up over there at 99 Ranch Asian Market some roasted sesame oil, 100%. That's going to give it a unique flavor. Let's get the oil in there and get this octopus escargot party started. All we have to do now is monitor this for a little while and let it simmer. I'm going to turn the heat up to a medium-high heat and let this get cooking. While the side dish is reducing down to make it more tender, let's get the dessert going. What we're doing here is a special dessert. This is brie with raspberry jam, and this is the sugar-free kind, topped with pecans. Let me show you how it's done. President brie right here. So I'm going to make an X like that, and then I'm going to turn it one more time and get that final cut like that. Okay, so we have 6 desserts right there. We're just going to place that in our muffin pan, parchment paper liner, so we can get this out easily. So we're going to do it a little special. Now I'm going to put a couple teaspoons of jam right on the top. This is a good brand. Raspberry jam. No sugar added. Almost a tablespoon in there. There's only 5 grams of carbohydrates per tablespoon, so that's probably what we got in there. I like it because it's 50% raspberries. It's water, and it uses erythritol and stevia. I use stevia and erythritol as well, so I'm going to sprinkle some of that sweetness on the top. This won't spike your blood sugar. It's diabetic friendly. Alright, now we have to just place a few pecans in there. Like 3 on each one. We're going to put that in the oven. We're going to take the duck out and put this in the oven and melt that cheese and brown it in these cups. We're going to serve that with Carr's water crackers. Old school. No soybean oil, no hydrogenated oil, palm oil, and a little bit of flour. We'll probably have 4 or 5 crackers, 10 grams of carbs, 5 there. That's 15. In my opinion, that's a very low carb dessert. Look at those octopi. Woo! And so when those reduce down and steam and get soft, then we're going to add a bit of the duck fat back into it and some more sesame oil for flavor. Okay, we've got the octopus and the escargot and the Brussels sprouts out of the wok. Those are steamed rather nicely. Next, I'm going to take that duck fat that I've been saving. Put a little bit of that in there. A little bit more of the honey glaze balsamic mixture. Add a bit more Biscayne Bay to the top. And some grated Parmesan. Throw in some pecans. Finally, the sesame oil. We're going to put that back in the oven and cook that on 350. You can see I've pulled the duck out and it's looking rather nice. As soon as our side dish is ready, we'll put in the dessert last. And while that's cooking, we'll get everything plated and set up. All right, it's out of the oven. We've got the octopus and the escargot and the Brussels sprouts here. We've got the duck and our baked brie. Okay, so we're going to get this all plated up for you and show you what it looks like next. Oh, we've got some duck over here. Just a boat thing. A good flavor.
And you put the raspberry.
Right.
What'd you call that?
So that's actually, I used a honey balsamic sauce on the top to brown the skin. And it took, what, like 3 hours to cook?
Not too bad.
Right. And then I took the duck fat that came off of that, because I captured it under the pan underneath. And then I put it in with the raspberry and made a gravy, sauce out of it.
It's really good with that.
To put back over the top once it was done.
It's real good with the
But you don't have to worry about duck being dried out.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Check the octopus out. I'm cutting it in there. Pecan and a Brussels sprout.
It's good.
What do you think?
It's
oh
great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Use the sesame oil in on that one.
It's great.
And the brie. Let's check the brie out.
Sweet. It's good. Match made in heaven.
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. The escargot and the octopus and the Brussels sprouts and the pecans with the duck fat balsamic glaze on it. Okay.
It's delicious. This is delicious.
Alright, that's how you finish off a bottle of wine in the clubhouse. Right there.